Hi, this is Tim Godby at Bolin Technology with another video in our Dante AV series. Now today, I get to show you how we can bridge Dante AV into a host PC running video broadcast, streaming, and conferencing software using Dante Studio. To do that, we're going to use our D220 Dante AV native camera, a PC running Dante Controller, and a host PC running Dante Studio, Dante Virtual Sound Card, and the broadcast, streaming, and conferencing applications. Now, I mentioned Dante Virtual Sound Card. You might be wondering why. And that's because currently Dante Studio only supports the video layer. So you need to be running Dante on your network in order to have perfectly timed video and audio. That's what Virtual Sound Card does for us. Here's a diagram to show you the way this system is laid out today. The heart of our network is the Netgear M4250 switch, which is sending PoE++ power to all of the Dante AV gear. All of this gear, by the way, is set to receive its IP via DHCP. But you might be interested to know that today we're not running a DHCP server, so all the addresses are self-assigned. Dante and Dante AV work perfectly fine in both of those environments. So again, we have our D220 Dante AV native camera. In the back of that camera is one category cable, which is receiving PoE++ power and VSCA over IP from our KBD 1010 keyboard. And I'm going to use that in a few minutes. The other cable in the back of the camera is an HDMI cable, which we're using so we can monitor its output. Once again, we have a PC running Dante Controller, a host PC running Dante software and our other applications, and we have our D20H transceiver in encoder mode. And you might be wondering why. Well, it's perfectly wonderful to be able to take our Dante AV camera and send Dante AV into the PC, but what if you have other media content that you'd like to bring into those broadcast and streaming applications? That is what we're going to use the D220H to show you. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff and show you how this is done. Here's how Dante Controller sees our network setup today. As you can tell, we have a variety of audio and video devices with multiple subscriptions, and all of those would be fun to tell you about, but the main one I want you to notice is the currently unsubscribed HDMI output of our Dante AV native D220 camera. And the intersection here with Dante Studio is all that's going to be required to make the video available to this host PC. So let me show you that. First, I want you to see the Dante Studio interface. Here it is. That's it. The current version has no settings and nothing to adjust. You simply launch the application, it runs in the background and does its magic. That's it. I mentioned Dante Virtual Sound Card. Let me show you that here. It's set to 16 by 16, and I do want to point out, for those that are new to Dante and Dante AV, you must be using WDM drivers for Dante Virtual Sound Card to work correctly. If, like me, you have other professional broadcast audio gear, you might also have the ASIO drivers. But in order for Dante Virtual Sound Card to do the job we need it to do, it must be set to use WDM drivers. Now we're going to bring Dante AV into OBS. So let me start OBS, or Open Broadcaster Software. Comes up with a blank screen, but that's on purpose so that I can show you in this demo how to bring in Dante AV. What we need is a video source. So we're going to add a new one here, and that will be a video capture device in OBS. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm going to call it the D220 for our camera. Choose OK. And then for the source, I'm going to choose Dante Studio. Now you'll notice it's just a red background with a logo. It's because, if you remember, we had not yet made the subscription in Dante Controller. So let's do that now so that you can see it in real time. There's the subscription, and there's our video. It's as simple as that. Dante AV bridged into a PC with one click. Now let me maneuver this image just a little bit so that you can see in real time Visca over IP control, which is also being sent through the Dante network. And our switch back to the camera. It's as simple as that. Back to our preset. Now, that's the video piece. What about the audio? Let's add an audio source. Audio input capture in OBS. We'll name it Dante Audio. Tap OK. Now, here's something important I need to point out. When you're using Dante Virtual Sound Card, you assign the transmit channels and the receive channels, but I haven't shown you that. Let's look at how that appears in Windows. This is just our sound settings. Notice that our output is set to DVS or Dante Virtual Sound Card transmit 1 and 2, and our input is set to DVS Dante Virtual Sound Card 3 and 4. Those are the numbers I need you to remember. So back here to OBS, for our device, we're going to choose, you guessed it, DVS receive 3 and 4. And when I do that, you can immediately see the audio below me. Now, I forgot one important device, and that is our microphone right beside me. This is the Audio-Technica Dante native microphone. Currently, it's muted. If I unmute it, you can see the top layer audio. That is the Dante microphone. So once again, I'll mute it, and you can see its audio go away. The audio below is from a boom mic just above me. Unmute, and there we have our Dante native microphone. So with this setup, you could broadcast, stream, or video conference with native Dante video and Dante audio in perfect synchronization. So that was OBS. Next, I want to show you how to get Dante AV into vMIX. So we're going to launch vMIX. vMIX is a powerful Windows-based application that is a virtual switcher. It's a fantastic environment, and getting Dante AV into vMIX is just as easy as it was OBS. So vMIX launches with an empty palette ready for you to choose what you want. So let's add an input, and we're going to add a camera. And for our camera, you guessed it, we're going to choose Dante Studio. Now I did the same thing for vMIX that I did for OBS, and that is wait to make the subscription. So again, you can see it in real time. So here we go. I'll make the subscription, and there's our camera. And once again, I'll move it around just a little bit so that you can see the live movement. Get back to our preset. That's video. Let's add the audio. So we'll add an audio input. In this case, audio input. And for our audio, again, same thing. We're going to choose Dante receive channels 3 and 4. That'll be input number 2. And there you have it. There is Dante AV video, Dante audio, all perfectly timed with a single click. It doesn't get any easier than that. Just for variety, I guess I can add one more camera, and that will be the laptop's integrated camera, just so that you can see the two of them and how much better Dante AV looks than it does. That's probably enough of that. Okay, so we've shown you how to bridge Dante AV into broadcast and streaming software. Let's take a look at Teams. So here we are inside Teams, Microsoft Teams device settings. And as you can see, our camera is Dante Studio. Our microphone is set to Dante Receive 3 and 4, just as before. So we would have perfectly timed video and audio for our video conference. And that's great. But what if we wanted other media content, something besides the camera? Well, that's where our D20H transceiver comes into play. We have it set to encode mode, and all I need to do to bring this media into this video conference is to change the subscription from our camera to Teams. So here we are in Dante Controller, and I'll just change the subscription from our camera over to our transceiver. And there you have it. Full media content playing through Dante Studio into Teams. I really hope this has been a helpful demonstration for you today, how to bridge Dante AV into broadcast, streaming, and conferencing applications using Dante Studio, Dante Virtual Sound Card, and a Dante network. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel so you'll always know when we post new content, and I'll see you in the next video.